Hello friends, welcome to NW Video. President-elect Donald Trump's soon-to-be National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz, has been mulling several proposals to end the war between Russia and Ukraine in recent days, including one by General Keith Kellogg, which Trump on Wednesday rejected. Declared as his choice. The country's special envoys, two sources familiar with the matter told CNN. Dear friends, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more informative videos. While the details of the strategy are still being worked out, Trump officials are likely to push for a ceasefire to temporarily freeze the conflict while the two sides negotiate, the People said. Trump administration officials are also expected to press European allies and NATO to shoulder more of the cost burden of supporting Ukraine. We need to bring this to a responsible end, Waltz told Fox over the weekend. We need to restore deterrence, restore peace, and respond to this rather than moving up that escalating ladder. Before winning the election, Trump repeatedly claimed that the Russia-Ukraine war would not have started if he had been president. He also vowed to end the war, sometimes claiming that he would end the years-long conflict before taking office. In July, he said he could settle the dispute in a day. In his September presidential debate against Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump refused to say he was committed to defeating Russia and Ukraine. Later that month, he suggested that Ukraine should have gone a little to Moscow, saying at a campaign event that any deal, even the worst deal, would have been better than what we have now is. Among the projects Waltz is reviewing is a proposal from Kellogg, who served as an advisor on national security issues in the Trump administration's first administration. I am very pleased to nominate General Keith Kellogg as assistant to the president and special envoy for Ukraine and Russia. Keith has led a distinguished military and business career, including in the most sensitive national security positions in my first administration. Serving roles. He was with me from the beginning. Together, we will secure peace and make America and the world safe again, Trump posted. The Kellogg plan calls for continued U.S. military aid to Ukraine, conditional on Kiev's participation in peace talks with Russia and a formal U.S. commitment to a negotiated ceasefire and negotiated settlement of the Ukraine conflict policy. Ukraine's desire to join NATO, meanwhile, will be erased for an extended period to bring Russia to the table. Waltz also reviewed a separate proposal endorsed by Rick Grenell, Trump's former ambassador to Germany. Grenell has previously expressed support for the creation of autonomous regions within Ukraine, though he did not elaborate on what that would look like. Autonomous territories can mean many things to many people, but you have to work through the details, he told Bloomberg in July. Another idea being floated would be to allow Russia to keep the territory in exchange for Ukraine's NATO membership, the People said, though some in Trump's orbit would not agree anytime soon. Ukraine appears keen to be invited to NATO. That's a view at least partially shared by the Biden administration, which has said Ukraine will join NATO, but only when the war ends. Ukraine was among several issues Waltz discussed with Biden's National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan during a meeting last week. A Trump transition spokesman said the president-elect is committed to ending the war. As President Trump has said on the campaign trail, he is the only person who can bring the two sides together for peace talks and to end the war and stop the carnage, said Stephen Chung, Trump's communications director. Can work for? Thanks for watching our videos.